I am going to be swatching and reviewing the Orly Winter 2024 collection. I'm going to be sharing my honest thoughts and opinions, and I'm also going to be trying out a new rating system that I thought would be kind of fun to do. So, you know how some people do like 10 out of 10 stars? I'm going to be doing something similar, but I'm going to be using snowflakes because this is a winter collection. So this is what the collection box actually looks like, and I actually really like it because I love sweaters that have this print on them. It's one of my favorite things about winter. So this is the card that I got, and I say this in every single Color Pass video that I do. I have no idea if you would get this card if you were to just get the collection on its own and not in the Color Pass system. But it just goes over the bonus items as well as a fun nail tutorial if you're interested, and the collection too. So I got a little pack of nail stickers, which I'm going to be completely honest that I was not overly excited about the nail stickers. And it has nothing to do with the actual nail stickers. I just miss when Orly put things like a buffer, a hair clip, a cuticle oil, things like that into the box. I do like the Orly nail stickers because they are very thin to work with, which for me that's a must. That may not annoy anyone else out, but I actually don't like working with nail stickers that are bulky, and I am very picky when it comes to them. I also got in the box a breathable polish from one of their breathable polish lines. This is a really pretty raspberry. I'm not going to be reviewing it or anything. So this is the actual polish collection, and I will be honest that while I did like this collection, I felt like there were a couple of missed opportunities, which I will get into as I am reviewing this. So the first polish that I'm going to be reviewing is Orly Last Run. While I did really like this polish because I love a good navy, I love pairing it with glitter this time of year, and I also love pairing it with like snowflakes in the winter, which I'm very excited to do. I just found this polish to be an average navy. There was nothing special about it. There was no shimmer to it. It was just a really pretty standard average navy. There's nothing wrong with that. It was not streaky. It was not patchy. It went on gorgeously in 2 coats. But the reason why I say that it is average is because I feel like a lot of companies nail-wise are releasing navies all at once. And the reason why I say that is Zoya's Fall Part 2 collection, which I did a whole video on my channel, it had a navy polish that was very similar to this. That's why I say that. I love navies. I will not say anything about that. I love navies. I just felt a little bit average with this one. I did give this one 8 out of 10 snowflakes, just docking the 2 because of that, but I loved this polish, one of my favorites from the collection. Next up is Double Diamond, and I will be honest that when I saw this polish, I was a little bit nervous because in the past, when I've worked with these frosty type of polishes, I have never really had a good experience with them. I have found them to be streaky, patchy, thick, or too thin, and they've just been very, very difficult for me to work with. But this one actually was quite nice to work with, like so much so that I gave this one 8 out of 10 snowflakes because of that. And this would be absolutely gorgeous with some stamped snowflakes on it for winter. This would be very, very pretty in a marble, which I should do. That would be gorgeous with the navy in a marble. Ooh, ideas. This also would be very, very pretty over a white as like a freshly fallen snow look. That would be gorgeous. I am noticing that this frosty nail art trend is becoming more popular on social media, which is fine. It's not my favorite trend. I tend not to follow nail art trends. I tend to just march the beat of my own drum. But this one is very, very pretty. And I think this would be really, really pretty over a white. But I'm also going to probably try it over a light pink. That would be really, really pretty too. But like I said, I loved this polish. It was actually one of my favorites from the collection too. I can't wait to keep wearing it, and I'm really excited to try it out in some nail art ideas. I do want to try it out in the marble. But like I said, 8 out of 10 snowflakes. Absolutely beautiful. So next up is Snow Bunny, which I will be honest, that is a very, very cute name. This is the polish, or one of the polishes that I felt like was a missed opportunity. This is gorgeous in 2 coats. It is not streaky or patchy, but this polish has been released by another company twice, and then this polish came out. What I mean by that is Zoya released a polish last year called Frenchie, and this year called Franny. And this polish, I swear, is identical, maybe just a hair off from those 2 polishes. And I was like, not a fan of that. Not a fan of that for that reason. I do think that they could have opted this one out, and they could have replaced this one with a really pretty, like, pine tree green, something like that, or maybe even like a really pretty like shimmering chocolate brown to represent hot chocolate after a day of skiing like that. I did give this one 7 out of 10 7 out of 10 snowflakes for that reason. I still liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. Next up is Fresh Powder, which I thought was such a cute name. And I actually thought that this polish was going to be identical to Snow Angel, which was the Orly polish from last year's holiday winter collection. And when I looked at them side by side, I actually noticed that this one is actually a very, very light version of a mint green. It kind of gave it like a very subtle peppermint feel, which I actually really liked. Like, this one was probably one of my all-time favorites from the collection, so much so that I gave it a 10 out of 10 snowflake rating. I really, really liked it. I had no issues with the application. It was absolutely beautiful and definitely would recommend. I'm also thinking about doing a comparison video for this to some other polishes in my collection. So if you are interested in seeing that, like, please comment below and I will try my best to film that in the near future. Like I said, 10 out of 10 snowflakes, absolutely beautiful polish, and can't wait to keep wearing it. Next up is Twinkling Lights, and this polish, I will be completely honest, was a major disappointment. I wanted to love this, but I did not. I love rose gold, and I'm just going to say that. I love rose gold. One of my favorite things about like holiday type polishes is rose gold. This did not meet my expectations. I thought this was going to be similar to the silver one. I was wrong. This one was much more difficult to work with. It required 3 coats, and it also was very streaky and very patchy. And when I went to apply to my own nails, because I do, after I film a review video like this, I do individual swatches of each polish so I can share those as YouTube shorts. I noticed that this went from a very beautiful rose gold that you are seeing here to a chromatic, frosty, neutral polish on me, which I was not happy about because, like I said, I love rose gold and it completely shifted colors. So much so that I gave this 7 out of 10 snowflakes. 7 because it was a really pretty rose gold, but I docked 3 because of the shift at the end. Next up is Orly Chalet Getaway, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. So this is another neutral that is just a little bit more, what I'm going to say, it kind of reminded me of like a mocha coffee type look to it. So this is very nice in 2 coats. I did give it a 7 out of 10 snowflake rating, but I just did not like this color. I felt like this, again, similar to the other neutral, it was just not needed in this collection. I feel like they could have added in, like I said about the pine tree green with the forest, a really pretty shimmering like chocolate brown for a cup of hot chocolate. But I also feel like they could have added in a really pretty like snowflake or really pretty winter type glitter to kind of like seal, like tie the whole collection, the whole like ski resort idea together, if that makes sense. So this is the collection again. My favorite was the navy, the silver, and the minty green and the rose gold until it shifted at the end, like I said. I wasn't a fan of the neutrals, but again, like I said, those were missed opportunities. But overall, I did like the collection.